Brisbane, I just happened to land here because the airplane was cheaper, you know?
I like the smell of the rain when it freshly falls.
We came actually to Australia to see my cousin.
I don't think we'd be here if we hadn't made those decisions.
Me and my friend were missionaries for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
So I was working on a farm for 2 months. I've been in Australia probably about 10 weeks, something like that. I'm trying to think of the craziest thing that's happened there. So it's been very, I've been picking fruit. It's been very tame.
Well, I've actually acquainted myself with a lovely Italian woman who's been in the country for a week. 3 weeks, sorry. And we're passing through Brisbane on our way to Sunshine Coast. And she's going to hang out with me for a little while. And yeah, just showing her Brisbane, sussing out the area, feeling the vibe. And it's raining and yous are filming me.
I think that the big part of coming here, as opposed to being home, was the freedom that's involved. As a backpacker, there's very little expected of you. In fact, there's very little structure at all.
I actually live in a tent at the moment. I was in the Air Force for 5 years and I've finished, and now I'm just taking the time to live in a tent and read books and meditate and just live in a tent.
Yeah, I spent a week in Brisbane when I landed. I went up to a farm. I'm actually headed back south now. I plan to visit Melbourne. One of my old advisors is teaching there. I really want to say hi. So yeah, but in Brisbane itself, I don't know. I've been here for a day and I'm just trying to figure out what I want, you know, just have a couple of coffees, get a bit of reading done. I don't really know yet, yeah. Like, in terms of concrete plans, like, I don't even know what I'm doing tomorrow.
We came actually to Australia to see my cousin, who I haven't seen for 52 years. So I think family is very important, and I think it is very important to keep in touch. And so we did lose touch for a while, but now we're back in touch. We're not going to let it happen again.
And we go out and we share a message about the gospel of Jesus Christ and talk with anyone who's willing to listen, and just help uplift people and help people kind of when values are kind of starting to decline. We find it's more important than ever to help people build a relationship with God and with Jesus Christ.
Just like the little things you do count towards some things that are so much bigger.
I was in Tennessee for a little bit, and there was a lady there who was coming off surgery, addicted to morphine and all these other pretty hard drugs, and she kind of just started after a while, of course, she was started reading scriptures, started praying every day, and you could see like almost a complete change within a couple of weeks. Pretty cool.
If Dad hadn't gone back to go get his camera or something, he would have been stuck in the water too, and he wouldn't have been able to help me and Mum out, and that could have changed everything, and we could have lost my brother, and everything could have been changed. Like, if we hadn't decided to go all out like a week before we left, we would have been down on the beach playing, where like we would have got the full brunt of it. Like, we would have, like, I don't think we'd be here if we hadn't made those decisions, and like if we hadn't made that decision to go to Thailand on like kind of like, we've never been there, let's go. And so it just kind of makes you think, it's like, oh, maybe if I didn't stop for a coffee this morning, maybe I didn't get hit by a car or something. Like, yeah, it just makes me go, wow. I'm very grateful that I'm still here.
Even when things look like they're as low as it can get, just see the hand of the Lord in your lives and see like, even though I went through this, and this, there's still just one little blessing every day that I found that if you go and look for them, you can find one thing that the Lord has kind of helped you with, that He's put specifically for you in every day.